Philippine Y News. The Manila Economic and Cultural Office, or MECO, reports no Filipino casualties or injuries following the strong earthquake that hit Taiwan. Former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo denies the alleged gentleman's agreement of former President Rodrigo Duterte with China regarding a union show. National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, confirms that they currently lack any information regarding Quiboloy's whereabouts. And we will discover why Israeli forces unintentionally killed seven humanitarian workers from World Central Kitchen in Gaza that sparked international condemnation and calls for an impartial investigation. Good evening, Philippines and the world. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of April, 2024. Join us in the next hour as we deliver today's top stories around the Philippines and in other parts of the world. We are also seen in 1,935 satellite monitoring centers nationwide and via live streaming worldwide through the UNTV News and Rescue social media channels. I am Hardy Delgado. First in the news. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, has dispelled fears that the fault line in the Philippines would be triggered by the strong earthquake in Taiwan. According to the agency, if there will be an earthquake in the country, it will not be due to the 7.4 Taiwan earthquake. Nelma Buhok reports.
The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, clarified that the strong earthquake that occurred in Taiwan is not connected to the faults of the Philippines. According to PHIVOLCS Director Teresito Bacolcol, the fault line of the country will not be triggered just because an earthquake happened in Taiwan. This is despite the close proximity of Taiwan to the Philippines.
Wala pong koneksyon yung paglindol sa Taiwan sa magiging activity ng ating mga earthquake generators dito sa Pilipinas. Kung gagalaw man yung mga active faults natin, it's just because we're part of the Pacific Ring of Fire and these faults are very much active.
According to Director Bacolcol, the shaking or tremors from the 7.5 magnitude earthquake in Taiwan will also not be felt in northern Luzon, and the only potential threat would be the tsunami that might hit the northern part of Luzon. However, PHIVOLCS has also lifted the tsunami warning in 4 areas of the country following the strong earthquake in Taiwan. Meanwhile, in his ex-post, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. assured the Filipino workers in Taiwan that the Philippine government is ready to assist and support them during this difficult time. PBBM added the Department of Migrant Workers is diligently ensuring the safety of the 159,480 overseas Filipino workers currently residing in Taiwan. Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Attorney Salvador Panelo has ignited speculation regarding the political landscape of the upcoming 2028 presidential elections. Panelo has suggested the possibility of a formidable political alliance between former President Rodrigo Duterte and his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, for the presidential race. Panelo, known for his close ties to the Duterte family, expressed his continued advocacy for what could potentially be dubbed the Duterte tandem in the forthcoming election. However, mindful of the time horizon, Panelo advised caution, urging the former president to prioritize his return to local governance as mayor of Davao City before contemplating national aspirations. Furthermore, Panelo outlined a contingency plan, indicating that if former President Duterte opts not to pursue a national position, he would advocate for Senator Robin Padilla to join Vice President Sara Duterte as her running mate for the vice presidential slot.
Yeah. Is there a possibility that the former president will not run as vice president of the si Robin, pag yan ang vice presidente, game over din yan.
Former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo vehemently denies that any verbal agreement was made during the presidency of former President Rodrigo Duterte with China regarding Ayungin Shoal. This contradicts the statement of former spokesperson attorney Harry Roque, who claimed that there was a gentleman's agreement with China. JP Nunez will tell us why.
Former President Rodrigo Duterte insisted in several phone conversations with former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo that there was no verbal agreement with China regarding the Ayungin Shoal. This is in contrast to the recent statement by former presidential spokesperson Attorney Harry Roque, who claimed that the former president entered into a verbal agreement, or what is known as a gentleman's agreement, with China for a status quo. This means that neither the country will make any moves regarding the disputed shoals.
One, there's no such thing as my side. Kaya nga, tinawagan ko siya, twice kami nag-usap ng Holy Week. At sinabi niya, I have not entered into any gentleman's agreement whatsoever. Period.
This also implied that no construction materials would be brought to BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal and that China would not tamper with any structures already in place there. According to Panelo, even former Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, whom he had spoke to about this matter, denied the existence of such an agreement.
In fact, yung sinasabi ni Presidente Duterte, wala siyang gentleman's agreement. Kahit si dating Secretary Defense ng Lorenzana, sabi niya, wala naman. I don't remember any gentleman's agreement. Walang gentleman's agreement.
According to Panelo, he and Attorney Roque do not discuss the issue. Also, China's statement that the Philippines promised not to bring construction materials to BRP Sierra Madre is reportedly unconfirmed.
I said, that has never been validated. Wala naman sila. Gandun lang sila. Hindi na nila sinabi na, nangyari ito ng ganitong araw, ng ganitong oras, at ang kausap namin ay si ganito. Wala.
In Panelo's view, BRP Sierra Madre, which is currently deteriorating, needs to be repaired as it serves as the country's outpost in the area.
We are equal to them. Kahit na mali tayo, para pareho lang tayo. Bawat bansa ay may kanya-kanyang sovereignty. So, ang karapatan para magbangon.
JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
And for the news abroad, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed that Israeli forces unintentionally killed 7 humanitarian workers from World Central Kitchen, or WCK, in Gaza, sparking international condemnation and calls for an impartial investigation into the incident. Joselito Liquido will tell us the details live. Yes, Joselito.
Maven,
Yes.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed that Israeli forces were responsible for the death of 7 World Central Kitchen, or WCK, charity workers in Gaza. The workers were traveling in a convoy marked with the charity's logo, which had coordinated its movement with the Israeli military. Netanyahu described the attack as unintended and pledged an independent inquiry, expressing regret for the loss of civilian lives. The victims included citizens from Australia, the United Kingdom, Poland, Palestinians, and a dual citizen of the United States and Canada. WCK, founded by celebrity chef Jose Andres, stated that the convoy consisted of 2 armored cars and another vehicle. The attack occurred after the convoy had unloaded humanitarian food aid in Gaza. The Israeli military announced a thorough review of the incident and promised an investigation by an independent body. Several humanitarian organizations, including WCK, suspended operations in Gaza to assess the safety of their workers. International condemnation followed the attack, with the United Kingdom and the United States expressing outrage. The U.S. urged Israel to conduct an impartial investigation, emphasizing the importance of protecting humanitarian workers. Meanwhile, the Israel Defense Forces Chief of the General Staff, Lieutenant General Harsi Halevi, released a statement regarding the unintentional harm to the World Central Kitchen workers.
The IDF completed a preliminary debrief. I want to be very clear. The strike was not carried out with the intention of harming WCK aid workers. It was a mistake that followed a misidentification at night during a war in a very complex conditions. It shouldn't have happened.
Critics called for a halt to arms shipments to Israel, citing concerns about the civilian casualties caused by Israeli airstrikes in Gaza. They urged Netanyahu to cease bombing civilians and restricting aid access. Back to you, Maven.
Thank you so much, Joselito Liquido from Malaysia. On Tuesday, April 2, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky signed a law to lower the country's military conscription age from 27 down to 25 years old. This move comes as the country struggles to keep up the manpower they request as the Russian invasion continues. While the age has been lowered to 25 for Ukrainian men to be drafted, the mobilization age remains at 27 years old. Under Ukraine's martial law currently in effect, Ukrainian men undergo a two-stage process as they are called to fight. Firstly, they are drafted into the military service, and after their service, the government can mobilize them to fight. The parliament is also considering another bill to reduce the mobilization age from 27 to 25 years old. We'll share more global stories with you later, but for now, back to you, Harlene.
Thank you, Maven. For those watching our live streaming on YouTube, please click the subscribe button you see on your screen and ring the bell for notification. You may also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Manila Economic and Cultural Office reports no Filipino casualties or injuries following the strong earthquake in Taiwan. Meanwhile, the Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, launches Taiwan Quick Help Desk for overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs. Rosalie Cos will tell us why.
The Manila Economic and Cultural Office, or MECO, has not received any report of Filipino casualties or injuries following the strong earthquake that hit Taiwan Wednesday morning, April 3. This report has been submitted by MECO Chairperson Silvestre Bello III to President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. According to Bello, they are in strict coordination with the leaders of Filipino communities in Taiwan.
I would like to assure you na as of now, ngayong oras nito ay wala pang report of any casualties sa ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na yung ating overseas Filipino workers.
He also assured MECO is ready to provide the necessary assistance for those Filipinos in need due to the calamity.
Please remember that kung merong mga kailangan ng assistance from our OFWs, we are prepared to extend the assistance. Kaya wag po kayo mabahala. Ready po ang MECO, ready ang Department of Migrant Workers, ready ang other departments there in our office to help and extend assistance to any OFW or Filipino that will be affected by this natural calamity.
According to MECO Chairperson Bello, there are more than 1,400 Filipinos in Hualien, the severely earthquake-affected county in Taiwan. But in general, there are around 200,000 Filipinos in the island, including those undocumented and who have been married to Taiwanese. Meanwhile, the Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, has launched a help desk for overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, who need assistance following the Taiwan earthquake. This will also cater to information requests of family members of Taiwan-based OFWs wanting to find out the status and condition of their loved ones. The Philippine hotline numbers are 8522-3663, 8376, 0917-6352, 8426-0833, 8293-9155, 8252-1972, or through mobile number 0919-067-3975 and email address repat@dmw.gov.ph. Taiwan hotline numbers are also available for those in Taipei, Kaohsiung, and Taichung. Rosa Licoz, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Senator Risa Hontiveros believes that religious group leader Apollo Kiboy cannot evade from the hands of justice. Dante Amento will tell us why.
After the arrest warrants issued by the Davao City Regional Trial Court Branch 12 against Apollo Kiboy and his 5 associates today, April 3, Senator Risa Hontiveros, chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality, said that Kiboy will be brought before the hands of justice.
Bilang na ang mga masasayang araw ni Kiboy.
The warrants of arrest are for charges of sexual abuse of minor against Kiboy and his associates, namely Jacqueline Roy, Crescente Canada, Pauline Canada, Ingrid Canada, and Sylvia Simanias.
The PNP in Davao previously expressed its willingness to work with other law enforcement agencies in arresting the Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader. Tiwala ako na matutupad ito at mahuhuli si Kiboy.
In addition, Hontiveros assures that Kiboy will face the Senate once he will be arrested.
Pinapanawagan ko din kay Kiboy na huwag nang mag-inarte. Ang dami na niyang ginawa upang takbuhan ang kanyang obligasyon sa batas. He should just cooperate and properly answer the accusations hurled against him. Kung walang kasalanan, hindi kailangan magtago.
In the arrest warrant, it stated that the court found probable cause to arrest the religious group leader and his cohorts. Meanwhile, the Department of Justice or DOJ has no official statement yet over the issue. Dante Amento, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
The National Bureau of Investigation have arrested 3 individuals who were co-accused in the case of religious group leader Apollo Kiboy. Notably, they have already posted bail. However, amidst these legal maneuvers, Kiboy, the central figure in this investigation, remains elusive. Despite efforts to locate him, he has yet to be found. Let's get back to Dante Amento for the details.
Early this afternoon, a significant development emerged in the case involving religious group leader Apollo Kiboy. Authorities served the warrant of arrest on him in Davao City, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing legal proceedings. In addition to Kiboy, 5 individuals have been implicated in the child abuse case. Among them, Pauline Canada and Sylvia Simanias voluntarily surrendered to the National Bureau of Investigation or NBI, while Barangay Captain Crescente Canada was apprehended in his residence in Barangay Tamayong. NBI confirmed that of the accused, 3 have already posted bail amounting to 80,000 pesos each. However, Kiboy's whereabouts remain shrouded in mystery. Despite efforts to locate him, he has not been found in his kingdom, Prayer Mountain, or his resort in Samal Island. The NBI has confirmed that they currently lacked any information regarding Kiboy's whereabouts.
During the service of search warrant, negative si Pastor Kiboy, we don't have any information as to his whereabouts as of this time.
The service of the arrest warrant is still ongoing and will remain effective for the next 10 days. If apprehended, Kiboy may be required to post bail amounting to 200,000 pesos for sexual abuse charges and 80,000 pesos for child abuse allegations. Dante Amento, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Officials of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources earned the ire of senators as they face the Senate inquiry into the structures constructed in various protected areas in the country. This report will tell us why. As the Senate Committee on Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change begins its investigation into the controversial Chocolate Hills Resort in Bohol, several officials of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DNR, explained that the Captain's Peak Garden and Resort was approved by the Protected Area Management Board, or PAMBI, which is mainly composed of barangay or village captains. However, senators argued that the agency should have scrutinized the board's decision, noting that its regional executive director sits as the PAMBI chair.
Nagkataon po na during this time, hindi po ako present during the PAMBI meeting. I was on an official travel in Baguio.
Bakit mo in-schedule na wala ka? Diba?
Diba, kasi na-schedule naman po yun talaga nauna yung ano. But just so happened
parang
that...
ano naman yan, nagkataon naman yan.
Sa proseso po ng EIS system wherein an ECC is secured, dito po sana mahihimay ng gusto yung ano, yung project na gusto lang ilagay. But because the proponent did not secure the ECC, we were not given that opportunity to scrutinize further the project. Hindi naman ako solo nagpirma dito. Duman ito sa process, duman po ito sa Senro, sa Pakuas, the PASU. Hindi ko sinasabi na pumirma lang kami nakapikit dito eh.
And we will just leave it at that? Absent ako noon, so wala akong kinalaman doon. Ganun na lang. Hindi po, ayon po sa batas na sinulat po nating lahat, mananagot dapat ang implementing agency.
DNR Secretary Tony Yuloloizaga recommends to change the composition of PAMBI to have better representation across agencies and sectors. Senator Cynthia Villar is also eyeing this as one of the reforms to be recommended to protect legislated protected areas in the country. She, along with Senator Nancy Binay, who chairs the Senate Committee on Tourism, want the demolition of illegal structures in protected areas.
Sa akin, yung structure itself, sobra siyang sakit sa banks nung itsura in between the hill, di ba? So, for me, dapat matanggal talaga yung structure.
Kasi pag hindi ka naging matigas dyan, marami pang gagawa niya. We have to be strict now because they will come. Yung DNR, hindi nila sineryoso yung responsibility nila in protecting the legislated protected area. And at the same time, yung local government, parang hindi din nila tinake seriously.
For now, the agency has suspended the approval of environmental compliance certificates, or ECCs, for projects within all protected areas in the country.
The approval by regional offices of ECC applications for projects within PAAs is now suspended until further notice. And all pending and future ECC applications within the PAAs will be processed at the EMB Central Office, and this must secure the endorsement of the Biodiversity Management Bureau.
The DNR chief also ordered the inventory of all structures within protected areas and a comprehensive review of all ECCs issued for projects within protected areas. Harleen Delgado, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God. The Bureau of Internal Revenue, or BIR, raided 3 vape product warehouses in Manila and Rizal. According to the agency, this was a result of not going through the proper process and not paying the proper taxes. Jed Neresina details why.
More than 60,000 illegal vape products have been confiscated in 3 warehouses in Manila and Rizal. According to the Bureau of Internal Revenue, or BIR, the agency continues with this activity to ensure that all businesses in the country go through the proper process and tax payment. The said raid was due to non-registration and non-payment of excise taxes that reached more than 150 million pesos tax liability. Perpetrators behind 3 warehouses in Manila and Rizal will face criminal and civil cases under the National Internal Revenue Code. Regarding this, BIR Commissioner Romeo Lumagi Jr. emphasized that any business must be registered. The BIR is ready to assist in the process and the steps in their registration. It is also necessary to ensure registered businesses in the country are paying the correct taxes. Jed Neresina, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
The Land Transportation Office, or LTO, is planning an appointment system and courier service to make driver's license renewal convenient. JP Nunez will tell us why.
The Land Transportation Office or LTO reported that it already accumulated a staggering backlog of 4.1 million driver's license cards that has been accumulating due to a scarcity of supply since last year. As the agency braces itself for an anticipated influx of individuals seeking to renew their licenses or transition from paper licenses, it is turning to technology for solutions. According to LTO, they are planning to set up an online appointment system using their Land Transportation Management System or LTMS. This will avoid long queues at the LTO offices.
Para hindi ho magdagsaan, para hindi ho mahirapan, we would also implement an appointment system.
Aside from appointment system, the LTO is also planning to implement courier service system. This is the same with other government IDs where holder has their option to deliver the actual identification card. Meanwhile, according to some of the motorists who renewed their driver's license, appointment system will be convenient for them. They experienced to fall in line today to renew their driver's licenses.
Kasi walking ako eh. Bali, lahat ng walking nasa 2. Mga alas 2 magsisimula eh. Matagal din. Ako tagal. Kasi ano pa ako rito eh, mga alas 11 pa eh. Siguro mas okay yung ganun kung appointment para hindi yung pabalik-balik.
Mas okay yung appointment na dito, pinta ka na lang dito, sabay pick up na lang. Mas maganda yung may appointment para diretso ka na. Kaysa mag-walk-in ka na lang, hindi mo alam kung mayroon talaga o wala. At least yung appointment, sigurado ka na pagdating mo, makukuha mo na kagad yung card mo.
JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
And in other global news, the United States has reportedly approved a new weapon transfer to Israel despite concerns over an anticipated military offensive in Gaza. Mavian Dog will tell us why.
United States senior Pentagon and State Department officials confirmed a new arms package for Israel, including fighter jets and unguided heavy bombs. The U.S. arms package to Israel includes more than 1,800 900-kilogram Mk-84 bombs, 500 500-pound Mk-82 bombs, and 25 F-35A fighter jets. Israel had allegedly already used hundreds of these powerful bombs throughout its war with Gaza, and are believed to be the cause of civilian deaths and large-scale destruction. However, the U.S. State Department stated last week that Israel had provided Washington with assurances that U.S.-supplied weapons were not being used in breach of international laws. While more and more nations like Canada, Japan, and the Netherlands are taking actions to block weapon supplies to Israel, United Nations officials and other leading rights groups are also following suit and are urging more groups to do the same. Back in December 2023, Israeli Air Force General Omer Tischler already rejected such claims, stating that the munitions are regularly used worldwide by militaries, and that the uncontrollable damage caused by these munitions are misleading. Mavian Dog, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
And those are the reasons behind the news in other parts of the globe. I am Maven Carrizo live from Perth, Australia. Good evening.
Our Kasangbahay, as the world faces these trying times amid the various challenges and uncertainties, we are inviting everyone to join the global prayer for humanity.
Good day. I'm Brother Eli Soriano of the members of the Church of God International. I want to invite you to join us in a minute of prayer every day to pray for humanity and the whole world as we go through these perilous times. While safety measures like washing of hands and strengthening of our immune systems may help us through this horrible predicament, there is still no precaution or cure more powerful than God's mighty intervention. And we need His intervention now more than ever. It doesn't matter what religion you are in or what denomination you belong. This is an invitation for all the people around the world who cares for the future of their family, friends, loved ones, and humanity as a whole. Everybody is welcome to pray with us. For more details, you can check out the description box below. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you.
And before we close, we will leave you with a word, giving glory to God. From the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 3, it says, "The refining pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts." And those are the reasons behind the news, April 3, 2024. Reasons we deliver to you as they unfold, because we need to know. We will always ask why. I'm Harleen Delgado. We serve the people. We give glory to God.